Didn't leave myself much room. Yeah, he says, oh, you gotta pull first.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's no normal wire mesh. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Rathburn Contracting. My name's Austin. If you're new, we have another exciting day. Got a lot of little things to do today. We're going to go and strip the forms from that big pad we did last week. It was a 30 by 100, so it's a fair amount of forms and a lot of 2 by 12s. And then we're gonna go finish forming up that porch we demoed last week, the nightmare where it was basically raining concrete water on all the stuff in the basement, and we will get that poured today. Luke has the day off, so it's just Ahmed and I. We're gonna have some fun. I'm heading to the gas station right now to get some fuel for the truck and the skid steer, because we are still playing the trip meter game, and we're at 146 miles out of 150. So not gonna start on Monday off by running out of fuel. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I did. We got a lot done around the house. I got some good rest. It was very productive, but I was able to get some good sleep. So I'm feeling refreshed, and we're pretty much, I'm gonna say, in the last 2 to 3 weeks of concrete season. We have jobs planned, kind of like foundations and stuff like that. But as far as exterior concrete, we are pretty much done for the season. Not ideal. I wish we could have gotten everybody in, but cold hit a little earlier than last year, so we'll just see how many more. It kind of just depends on the nightly lows. We'll have to see how many more jobs we can squeak in. I don't like risking it, and I definitely don't like sacrificing quality, so it's just kind of a not a waiting game, but a forecast game. Just check the weather each week and do as much as we can during the warm part of the day. Alright, I'm just making my way up to the job. The road to get there is closed, so I'm taking the scenic route. It's actually a beautiful morning. There's frost on the fields, so it's definitely getting to that point in the year. This is when you're really panicking because you didn't make enough money and save for the winter, or you're looking forward to the break because you did okay. Alrighty, just pulling up to the job. I'm gonna get the machine backed in there, and we'll get cleaning this one up so we can get to the next one. Alrighty. That's a lot of kickers. Is that it? You got them? Nice job. Oh man. Gonna get the Johnson screw so we can get all those 2 by 12 stripped. It's glove season too. Hands are a little cold, and when you hit your hands when they're cold, it just hurts a lot worse. Better get a box, otherwise I'm gonna lose these. Stripping pretty easy. Oh, got a tap con. What a peaceful morning. Short of the road noise, but be a good day to be out in the woods. A couple more weeks and I'll have time. Maybe. Alrighty, there we go. Got her cleaned off. We're just going to do some pick up around the edges, make sure there's no chunks of concrete, and I'm going to backfill roughly with the sand. They're going to finish this off with topsoil and stuff, so it's going to make it easier for the landscapers after the fact. we get out of here, get the next one prepped, and pour that. Alrighty, there we go. Just got everything graded up. Good to go. Have the OSB scraps from the footings to pick up yet. And some rebar, a couple 2x12s. I'll get that later today because we don't quite have room on the rig. It's pretty packed down right now. So we're gonna get heading to the next job. Somewhere in there is some 2x8s for the porch cap. We'll get that poured and I'll come clean this up later while Ahmed's finishing that. Let's get on the road so we can pour some mud. Alrighty, concrete actually was 40 minutes early. They were having a plant issue, so they had to shut down. So they wanted to give me this load before they totally shut down for the day. But got this rebar grid in here. We got it formed up, got everything taped, form oil on. Ahmed's gonna stay up here and dump it while I bring loads in the Kubota. So it's not a big pour, but it is over top of the basement, so it has the potential to get a little hairy. It'll be fine though. They shorted it up with the joist underneath that we were standing on, so it's totally safe. All right, so this should be like 4 or 5 trips, so should not take us too long. Time it is 12:04. Okay, how fast can we get this dumped out? Probably about a 5. First delivery. Didn't leave myself much room. Second delivery. So this should be some pretty strong mud. This is 7 sack, which is 5,000 PSI, full fiber, and then we have 2% NCA, so it should kick pretty good. I don't want Ahmed here all day long. It's just a waste of everybody's time. It's a very simple porch. Concrete delivery.
Yes, sir.
Did you order some concrete?
Please. I want it. Come in.
Got it. Oh shoot, what do you think? One more of those?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we're pretty dang close. I see your hand float. I can help you out. What I love to do on porches is double screed, because you can usually reach it. It just really makes it that next level flat. Let's two-man the Marshalltown.
I'm with it.
Set it. I got a little hole here. I can use that cream with your hand float. Okay, hold on. Seesaw. Yep, pull it up. Full. Be nice if screeding was always this easy. Alright, I think that's good enough for the old bull float. See you on the next one. This is the new one I bought from Ace. It's got bigger knobs, so it should be easier to move. And a little bit thicker, I think. Alrighty, I'm gonna get this edged. Just kind of a waiting game for when he can put the final hit on it and broom it. I got the machine loaded up, got everything cleaned up. I'm gonna get out of here and head back to that the first job, the big slab we did, so that I can get the concrete hauled away, and then I will have to come back to pick up the machine, because obviously they'll have a full dump trailer. So let me get on the road and get doing that, and move this one day right along. All right, back at the big job. I'm gonna get this pile of concrete washout mess from the pump and all the trucks from the footings. It was I think 95. I'd have to do the math. I'll put it up on screen right here. But it was a lot of concrete. So there was probably, well, let's see, there was 4 the first day and 59, so 6. Yeah, so 10 trucks of washout, 103 yards of concrete. So that is just some rough math. £463,500 pounds. 500,000 pounds sitting there. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna get the machine unloaded and get this hauled up. And I might come back and get the machine. It just kind of depends on how the rest of my day goes. It took me 10 seconds. I'm just gonna leave the machine here. I'll have Ed and Luke come up tomorrow and get the 2x12, the rebar, and this stack of plywood here, or OSB, sorry. Not too much, probably 1 yard if you were to take away all the dirt that's in there of washout. But I just like doing it on a bigger project like this versus washing in wheelbarrows and stuff like that. We'll just, you know, there's enough money in the job to come back this little separate time to clean up. It's just a lot easier.
Hey guys, so Austin left. He left me to finish this porch. Everything is looking good. It's a super creamy mix, 7-bag mix, so it's finishing really nice. It should be able to take off right now in a bit. Pretty much getting the final edge on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to broom the top and then see if I can start working the sides. This wind is definitely helping me. Got a nice little lake in front of me right there in case I get bored. Super nice day today. Sunny, a little chilly, but it's a beautiful day to be concreting. Gotta be thankful no matter what. I just went over it again, hand finished the whole thing. Went up all the way right close to the J channel, made sure that was all the way closed and sealed and looked real nice. Hey, what's going on guys? So I went ahead and stripped the face. I'm facing it right now. Already got this side done. She's looking good. Let's see if I can get a good shot of me going at it. Austin did a really good job of vibrating the edges. So, thanks, Austin. And there you go, guys. Alrighty, she is all sealed up. Got a really good coating on it, and we are out, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty guys, just got back to the shop. I have a ton of errands to run and quite a lot of stuff to clean up around the shop. So I'm going to put the camera down for the day. We'll pick back up tomorrow. Ahmed should be there for probably another hour or so, and then he should be done. I gave him a GoPro, so I'm not sure if he'll film anything or not, but if he does, it'll be in this video. We'll touch base tomorrow. Gonna have the guys head back up to the big slab and finish cleaning that stuff up, and then we're going to prep some porches, and yeah, we're just gonna scoot right along. We have a very big job at the end of the week, so I'm just trying to not get too overwhelmed or too burnt out at the beginning part of this week, because it's a very basically the same size as that big floor, but they're like living quarters, so it's a little bit more, needs a little bit nicer of a finish, I'll say. So I'm gonna stay busy for the rest of the day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Concrete is here. I did not quite have time to film a normal intro, but we're ready to pour some concrete. The guys and I came here yesterday, and the porch was pretty much prepped. We just had to get wire and forms up, and a few other things I'll show you in a second. This is on the project we've been at pretty much all year. I think these footings were the first video, and there's just been a lot of steps to this project, so that's why we're just now getting things wrapped up. But at 8 yards, it's chilly out. I think it's 37 right now, 38. But we got some NCA in there. We got 7 sacks, so it'll be nice and creamy. And we're gonna try to get these porches poured. So here's what we got. Hopefully the truck can reach, otherwise I don't really know what we're gonna do. But we got these porches here, so we got this compacted, we got our expansion nailed up, and then we dug a turn down edge so that it's sitting on this porch of 8s, and then these are obviously 6s, and this is all gonna get wrapped with cultured stone, so not really worried about it. And then we have 6 gauge welded wire fabric, so this stuff's like basically #1 rebar. It's very, very thick. Just want this super strong so we don't have any issues in the future. Alrighty, let's have some fun. Nice.
Do you want any of your masonry for these holes?
What?
Do you want any of your mason tools for the holes?
No. We'll do that last if we have extra. Once you get right there, you can just stay and we'll pull as much as we can. Yeah, this stuff you gotta pull first.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's no normal wire mesh. I'll get that. I gotta ramp it up, different than the chalk line. You have my 8 or 10 footer out? I'll get it. That's gonna speed things up a lot that he can reach, because the wall he's on right now is the tallest for him, so that means it's just gonna get better and better. I brought the snorkel in case we had to fold the chutes all the way up, but it's not ideal for him because he loses a lot of control. Get an 8 footer just so I can make sure, because I can't remember what they're called. I'm gonna forget. Weep holes basically in the wall for the water to flow out. It's kind of an old-fashioned porch design. The homeowner wanted to kind of make this house look like an older farmhouse. So because of that, we had to pitch our outside wall up and down to get to those weep holes, so it actually does something. And I want to make sure that we're money in the bank on our screeding. Hey Luke, I'm assuming we don't have the 6-foot channel flowed out? Will you go get it for me, please? Thank you. I'm gonna get this bowl floated this way because it'll be a lot easier than trying to balance on the wall. So far, so good. The sun's not quite up yet, so you guys probably can't see the steam just rolling off us. Some hot mud. Oh, it's looking like a porch. Chels, bring him that shovel, please. Luke, I would stay up there. Need to core that whole column right there. I don't want to get any more behind this expansion. Down a little bit. Got a couple block to core. I'm gonna hop up there so we don't make a mess. Yep. Go. Just leave that high, it'll probably vibrate down. Yep. Alright, we had extra in the truck, so we just cored the tops of all of these. That way when we do our porch cap, we're not losing a bunch in there or have to tape or mask, or it'd just be a big old mess. So might as well not waste concrete. It was pretty tricky just balancing up on the wall, but we got it. Now we just need this to set up. All right, we've been sitting around waiting. We decided to hop on and finally hit it. So we're actually getting really crisp broom marks. Ed's taking the house with his northern kneelers. I'm gonna take this side with my knee boards, and I think we're gonna try to broom it the correct way. I was gonna broom it long ways, but that's pretty long pull, and we don't really have a logical place to stop. So we're gonna get on there and get this porch broomed. Did you throw the leaf from your side to my side? Now I got a leaf. I'm gonna find a leaf and I'm gonna throw it on your side.
I can go grab a tree real quick. You guys do it from up there.
Yup. Oh, will you go strip and face that face?
Over there?
Yep, it'll be T25s. Should be 4 or 5 of them. Just getting finished up. It was pretty tricky to broom, but turned out better to... I don't want to say better than I thought, but it went better than I thought. Being up on the wall like that is pretty hard to get broom marks this way, keeping them consistent. It's actually pretty much impossible because you can't change the angle of your broom like that. I was gonna hand tool it and then broom it the opposite direction, but the homeowners wanted saw cuts, so we just made that happen. Ahmed's gonna start stripping and facing that other face over there, and then hopefully by the time he's done with that, this will be good enough to, it's still pretty soft, but I think it's got enough body where we can pull it. The 7 sack is really what did it. It got really crisp broom marks, and it kind of kicked this thing off, and the sun definitely helped. I was a little worried it was going to be, I think the forecast said partly cloudy. I was worried it was going to err on the side of mostly cloudy, but it's been sunny pretty much the whole time since we got it dumped out. It's good to get this nice and strong before the cold weather hits tonight. Let's see how this face looks. Should have used the Johnsons.
Got one more over here.
No, it's going into the side. Got it. All right, we'll get the silent cure mixed up. Get out of here. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, so we got the adjustable tip on there. Get it off of Amazon. It's like $10 or something. Just gives you a lot more options with these sprayers. And then pumped up like crazy, so it's a nice mist. And then we'll just put a good coat on there. That's why we masked all the windows and doors, so we don't have to be careful. All right, don't fall. So this time of year, it's not as important to slow down the curing. It's actually kind of the opposite. You want it to speed up, but we want a good cure on this because it's trapped in there. So we don't want this to rapidly cure, otherwise it can shrink, which all concrete does when it's curing, and then it can bind on those outside corners. I guess it'd be the inside corner of the slab, the outside corner of the house, and that's where your problems can arise. So even though it's going to cure slower, this doesn't need to gain strength quick like a driveway, because they're not going to be driving on it per se, obviously. So even if it takes 2 months to gain its full strength, foot traffic is not going to be a problem. It's a nice medium even coat. Got just enough to do this face over here. What is going on here? Got a clog, of course. Good thing about the silent cure. It looks like a nightmare right now, but it's okay. It's not important like other sealers to get it perfect. It's all gonna soak in and disappear. So yeah, that looks terrible, but it won't in an hour. Let's just flush this at home. I don't want to flush it with dirty concrete water.
What's the sealer outside or no?
Doesn't matter. We'll put it right in the barn. I'm gonna steal these and put them kind of as a barricade so nobody can get up on the porch, in case it's not incredibly obvious that fresh concrete's poured. A lot of people don't know. There we go. That is a wrap. Looks very nice. I'll come hopefully later tonight and saw cut it. That's kind of the hard part about this time of year. You don't really know when to saw cut. During the summer I've got my timing down pretty pat, but it's kind of a trial and error. And you're usually too early or too late, but we'll take the bevel grinder and bevel them out if it is a problem. Alrighty guys, we just got back to the shop. The guys went home for the day. I've got a couple things to do in here, and then we got a big surprise. So Chelsea and I are gonna leave here in about a half an hour. I'm just gonna tinker in the shop for a little bit and then we'll get on the road. Alright, changed clothes. Going to make the trek. It's about an hour, a little over an hour away. There's the sun, finally. All right, we're gonna get on the road. We'll touch base in a bit. It's been stop and go traffic for a while now. Coming through downtown Detroit during peak rush hour is not ideal. Should have kind of planned this one better. But it's this way every single day, so what are you gonna do? At least it's not raining, how about that? Alrighty guys, just pulling back to the shop after a long trip. But you might notice something. Wait a minute. That's my truck right there. What am I in? Oh, I'm in Luke's new truck. Luke has been invaluable the past 4 years, and it is about time he gets a company vehicle. So check out his new whip. He has earned this. That's an understatement. He has stepped up week after week after week. When we're shorthanded, he is always there. He's never been late a single day in 4 years. Never asked for time off other than like doctor's appointments and stuff like that. We still have a little bit to do to this truck before we're gonna show him, but it's finally back at the shop. So going to pull Chelsea's car out so we can pull it in and get it hidden, kind of, because we want to get it totally get all the decals and stuff on there so it's totally finished and we can just say boom, you can start driving it today. That way we're not kind of teasing it. So I'm gonna get this pulled in the driveway. You guys will see this. This is gonna be probably 7 or 8 weeks from now when this video is actually coming out from right now. I'm gonna get this pulled in. We're gonna go get some supper. We have a big job coming up on Friday, so tomorrow we're just going to prep. So I'm gonna call that a wrap for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.